Hey, and
Run,
welcome back
Forrest, run.
to another episode of Inoculant Gaming. Of course, with our favorite Wookiee as always, and the other guests, as you can currently see them.
We're just other guests.
Well, I mean, do I introduce
Hi,
you as your
Robert.
character names? Do I introduce you as people?
Oh,
I
you'd
don't
introduce
know.
our character names.
You could introduce us by your social security numbers if you really wanted. I don't care.
Pretty sure he doesn't have those.
Oh, well.
I would hope he doesn't have those.
So, of course,
Unless he's our
Corvus-
tax agent, he shouldn't have those.
it's true. But moving on from federal crimes, we have Corvus on the far left, Thomas Monet bottom left, and Zephyrus on bottom right.
Gonbanwa.
Or otherwise known as Uncle Iroh. Part 2. So,
Or version 2.
version 2, yeah, either way. So, do you guys
I'm just
remember
as bald.
where we left off?
Yes.
The non-firebender skinny version of Uncle Iroh.
If I may, I believe we have just left the Mines of Moria. I used all of my spell slots and everything to get us out of the pit. I would really like to take a short rest as soon as possible.
But we came out in the daytime, so we have daylight outside. It's a sunny day. It's beautiful. That's at least what I heard. What are you doing? And that's all I know.
What is
Oh, we
everyone
were.
else
I
think?
mean, I guess that doesn't really summarize the whole thing. We found the
We found the robes.
the legendary
and Gandalf's
item, the
staff.
cloak of Gandalf, and also his staff, which was kind of cool. But we now have what we came here for, and we're now ready to kind of wrap up what we're doing and leave. Or are we?
Bum, bum, bum.
So, as you guys exit, you end up hearing a little bit of a poof. And
A
it ends up being
I'd like to prepare an action.
you end up seeing Davril being like, okay, did you guys call me a little bit ago? Because at one point...
Yes. How come he didn't show up?
Well, it took a while to get to me. I think the telepathic mail was slow.
Oh,
Is
if you
that
will,
a
please.
mail for
Davril,
I get out my Book of Shadows, and I'm going to flip to the page, Farscribe in it, and I would like to ask him to be the first one to record his name onto my Book of Shadows.
this will provide us with a way of magical communication which will be quicker.
Roll a persuasion check.
First roll of the night. Oh no, that's no.
Not to
That's a
Yes.
7.
doubt, but is there any fine prints for signing your name in this shadow book of yours?
Oh, yes. Actually, let me read it to you.
It sounds.
I can cast you a 25-word message. Message appear in your mind. You will repeat message or return message in mind, and it appear on my book. I promise no harm come to you.
Does it go across planes?
Just like the sending spell, it can, but we have to roll. There's a 25% chance it fails.
So
It is the
Include
sending
different
spell. Yes.
Okay.
So he responds with, I don't know. Why is it writing a name in a book? That sounds weird
It is-
to me.
It is something my patron gave to me. It gives me ability to speak to you. You want me to try it out and show you?
Do it.
All you gotta do is sign your name in blood right here on the dotted line. What could possibly go wrong?
No one said anything about
Literally,
blood.
you are the only one I know who signed name in blood. You are only one. You cut yourself, you bleed everywhere. Thomas, son, come here.
What? Okay.
Write name in book.
With blood.
With
I'd,
pen.
I'd rather keep my own blood in my body. Thanks.
It's actually
I grabbed
magical ink.
And I will write my name in the book.
Well, I've got magical blood.
Okay, you walk over there.
You do have magical blood.
You walk over there.
Okay, I'm by the tree.
Okay, I'm gonna write in book. Horned man is ugly, but we love him anyway.
The magical.
Horned man? What?
Yes, he horned man.
Oh, right.
The magical ink is going to disappear off of the page when the message is successfully sent to him, and now we wait on a reply on the page.
So, yeah, at this point in your brain, you hear, like, the equivalent of, like, I would say an Alexa repeating the message that he just wrote. But it's like, but think of more like, it's, let's do it this way. It's the voice of Iroh is what the voice you hear. It's
I'm okay
the
with
voice
that.
of Iroh saying the message. So like
I reply, call me horned man to my face and see what happens.
Okay. So you see the words appear here, Mister Davro. Look. Oh, that's a threat. But look at the words on page. They just appear here, and then they disappear. That's all that happens.
And then
I
suddenly,
walk back over. And by the way, that was all in my head.
And then
Just
he falls
so
over dead.
you're aware, Daryl.
Right.
All right, hey, listen, Davril. I need you to understand something. We needed your help, and you didn't respond. With this, we can at least communicate to you when we need your help. Can I
with
roll
a
for persuasion?
75% of chance of you responding.
No.
Please let him roll
95%.
another persuasion.
Can I roll a persuasion?
Yes, I will let you roll a persuasion to try to fix his persuasion.
It was a natural 2.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give myself
Advantage.
yes.
Oh no.
Yes, it's been far too long since we've had a fight, and we're totally ready for another fight.
With flumps.
Where's my persuasion? There it is.
The flumps don't bother me anymore. We're like 5th level. We can take them.
20.
All
That's
right,
not bad.
you make a good case. I will do so.
I hold it out,
So,
hand him
yeah,
the pen.
now you're not going to be like you're not going to be writing things down like every 10 minutes, are you?
Now, does he say this before he puts
I'm
his name
not.
down?
This is before.
I'm not.
Oh
promise.
no, I will only message you when need.
Or whenever there's a sale at Corvus Glave's butcher shop, or
We will not give you updates on our bowel movements. I promise.
We might give you updates on our whereabouts if we're having problems with
when
big creatures, big beasts. Be like help. But not every 10 minutes. No,
All right.
15, 20.
I will do this with the caveat that if it becomes too much, I will strike my name from the record.
Okay. Do it. John.
Okay.
All right, so he ends
and
up.
like that, Davriel's life savings are gone.
So yeah,
He
signs
signed
his
up for
name
my
in there.
timeshare.
All right, so yeah, you can now contact Davril with your book. Although, I do like the image of the fact that you have to write in the book for it
Yeah.
to contact him. So
Uh-huh.
using it in
Which
battle,
means anybody around me
gonna-
can read it, but it also means it uses no verbal components, somatic in the fact that I have to write it, but no material components either. I literally just need the book, and I can make it happen.
Right. All right, so yeah, I know that was a little bit delayed in me getting here to help you, but I am here
No,
now
it's
to
okay.
help.
We do better next time with contact you now.
But what was the reason you called?
We found a cloak of Gandalf. See it on he wearing it now.
Oh, nice.
Whip it around and
Oh, also this staff.
That's cool. That's not what we were hoping you would get, but if that helps, sweet.
I can blind birds if they try to attack me.
Aha. Sure you can.
Well,
I mean,
we haven't tried it out yet.
I use spell to identify. It told me that.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
try-
what it does.
Try using that on an eagle and see what happens.
if I get attacked by a flying creature, I can make it have a disadvantage on the attack roll and also roll a Constitution save, or otherwise be blinded for 1 minute.
Right.
It also gives me +1 on my attacks.
Nice. And damage or just attack?
And damage if made with the staff, but I have -1 strength, so it cancels out my -1 strength.
So
Fair.
does that mean you're ready to go to the next, or for your next quest?
Actually, Mr. Levine, if you look at my friend over here, Thomas, we got some things in Moria from the bag. Do you have place for us to sell these things?
I mean, you could sell them pretty much at any of the bigger towns.
Essentially,
these are
Could you
these are
teleport
kind
us
of
to
generic.
Sandra? Or
one
could
of,
sell
the,
them anywhere.
one of the things is we've got mithril here. Is this something we would want to sell here, or is it better to sell it in maybe another realm or something? Do you have any opinions?
Probably here, because other
That's good,
realms
good.
might not know what this is.
Yeah, but if we explain what it is, it has immense value.
That could be true as well.
We just need a good salesman.
Here's what I'll say on that. The best place to sell it is the place where you get the most gold for it.
Well, that
Not
would be a no-brainer.
That sounds like something I would say.
So wherever you can get the most for it, that is the best place to sell it.
I love your wisdom. It's endless.
We
I bow
would,
to your
however,
wisdom.
like to get our horses and cart back
So
before
take us to
leaving.
Radagast, please.
So you want to teleport to Radagast?
Yes.
Yes, can you
where-
come?
Where is Radagast at the moment?
Assuming his house, where you
can you
picked me
tell
up
us?
from.
So you want to go to Radagast's house?
Sure.
Unless possibly he stay at other side of Moria. If he there, he not at house.
What if he's naked?
He
his
definitely
dance.
teleported away, remember?
Then I join him.
We fought the beast by ourselves. The Watcher.
Oh, he
So, yeah,
teleported away?
By the way, we did do that, Mr. Davriel.
You did do what?
Dance naked.
Fought a scary tentacled monster.
We did that too.
Naked. Oh no, never mind. That was the dance.
Tentacle
Alright.
monster look like this.
And I use Mask of Many Faces to make myself look like it, obviously without many tentacles, only my arms, and I wave them around in the air.
There it
Oh.
is. Get him.
Hey, we have lots of comments, by the way.
Make a Willow Alex Song has been commenting. Appreciate the comments, Willow Alex Song. I've been noting your comments. They've been awesome.
Sam is
I'll
a
have to
threat
review
in
'em later.
every
I don't have the
plane
stream
and
open.
realm.
Um,
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
So I guess I could take you. How about this? I will take you back to his house, and hopefully he's there.
If not, you can just take us to the next place,
Man.
I guess.
You're going to roll to see if he's there, aren't you?
I mean,
Yeah, he is.
he had
You
us
could see it in
roll
his
to
eyes.
see if we even went to the right place last time.
And we failed.
That's true.
Appreciate the follow, Willow Alex Song.
Remember, no guests at home, no hosts abroad. He should be at home. He hosts us. That makes sense.
Well, if he's not home,
You just take
you
all
can
the stuff.
just let us in, right? I mean, right?
I mean, can't you pick a lock?
Well,
I
I
can
could,
get in.
but I haven't. I don't live
My house.
here.
Oh, I blow door open. That's what I do. I airbend.
Doesn't Owen live here at his house?
Yes. This is my home.
You
Not
can just
Alright,
let
so
us
we
in.
Yeah, you could just open the door.
You live with us now.
He's a
Alright,
hermit in the
so
woods. There's no lock.
That's a point. That's
That
a
is-
really
that-
good point.
that is a
There
point.
probably isn't even a door.
Can I just
also
say,
true.
a lockpicking
At least a
set has
sheet.
been a wonderful investment. I've used it never.
Yet.
So
Are you
far,
proficient with it?
Is that-
no,
Is that
Oh, you
thieves'
just have
tools,
one.
or is that something different?
It's thieves' tools.
It's thieves' tools. Oh, I do have proficiency with it. Whoa.
I do.
Yeah,
as
it's one of
well.
those things that you studied for years to become, and then you decided to do something else with your life. 3 times.
Alright, so
Yeah, well, I'm just shocked I actually have proficiency with it.
Hey, I'm proficient with Pai Sho and the flute
I do.
and cooking
I do have a question.
and
Am I
making tea.
still wanted all over Gondor?
so far, yes.
I don't think we
Gondor's
resolved that.
most wanted.
I don't think we resolved that either.
While you guys talk, I'm going to make some tea.
Sounds like an interesting game. Gondor's Most Wanted.
So, alright, so you're looking to go to... I'm going to teleport you all to Radagast's house.
We're currently
Yep.
playing another one. Where in the world is Radagast the Brown?
Pretty much.
You guys keep using his full name. I just call him Master Rad.
Well, yeah, but that worked with Carmen Sandiego in syllables.
True. He's got a point. But I mean, Master Rad, that could be like radiation. And we don't want to get radiation poisoning.
I drink jasmine tea. I share.
I mean,
Would
being
you like
in his
a cup?
presence definitely gives you poisoning.
I'm not even going to ask. I'm
I mean,
just going to start
how much
passing
bird
out
poop
teacups
has he
to everyone.
Inhale?
So you're having tea before we teleport?
Oh, it can happen at any time. We can teleport before, after, during. Doesn't matter.
Alright.
Just
But
don't
you
be
can- you
taking
can
a
drink-
sip right
you can
when
drink tea during teleportation.
Sir, you not understand. You drink tea all the time.
So at this
I
point, are
understand
you guys
drink
ready?
tea all the time.
yes.
Yep.
Alright, so
Tea is life.
he's casting the teleport for everyone to come with. And, so who's all holding tea right now?
Not me.
Me.
One. Is anybody else holding tea? So 2 are holding tea. Alright.
I will actually take a swig when we teleport.
It's
Yes!
actually wine. Does that
Yes.
matter?
No.
Okay.
If you're holding a cup at this point,
I
performance.
am holding a cup.
No, that's charisma.
so while you're teleporting, roll a
Dex
dexterity
saving throw.
saving throw.
Can it be like a wisdom or
What kind of
charisma?
What kind of throw
Oh,
was it?
Dex saving
Definitely.
throw.
Dexterity.
I get
What
a
kind
plus
of saving
0.
throw was it?
A dex saving throw.
Is that only if you're holding a drink and trying to
Only
drink?
if you're holding some tea or a
Alright.
drink.
Cool.
19.
I got a 6.
You got a 4?
13.
Oh,
1, 3,
13.
13.
Okay.
This is 4.
Alright, so
Lots
I
of them.
spill it
the
everywhere.
ones that got over 10,
Ah,
you were able to kind of steady yourself and you were fine with the teleport. The one that got a 4, you somehow seem to get shocked by the teleport happening as quick as it did because you're not used to that as much, and you spill the tea all over the front of you.
Yeah,
What about a
I don't-
6?
kind of like traveling with flu powder.
No, that was you with the 6.
Oh,
That was you. You're the one. You're under 10. The rest of us are fine. It's you.
Dang.
I wasn't drinking.
Just can't hold your drink, can ya?
anyone got a napkin? I can wipe off this armor.
Elwin, son, press the digitate.
All right. Ching.
By the way, when
No.
you twinned or gave yourself advantage, did you roll on the
I haven't cast spell yet.
Oh, it didn't cast. Okay.
Next time I cast a spell, though, it's ready to go.
Oh, okay. All right. So you make it back to your home, Elwyn. They're holding tea, and Radagast is actually not there.
Are our
We're
horses
skipping
and
the
cart
whole
here?
hunt for him. That's a good question. Are our horses and cart here?
Your
I
horses
appreciate the
and
question.
cart are there.
Aye.
Did he
Did they
leave a
look
note?
fed?
Can I just do an investigation to see if I see any signs of where he went?
Sure.
Or how long has he been gone?
15.
May I make a survival check for that?
Well, we got a 15 up top. That should be fine because that'll go for it.
Investigate.
Okay.
So you end up realizing that there is like a pot on the fire,
Okay.
and you assume because you've lived with him this long that he went on a mushroom hunt because
Oh,
he was
no.
low on mushrooms and he wanted to add some to the stew, but he was too low.
I'm going to go over there to the
The
stew
stew.
and start making it taste good. Like, taste it, add a little bit of parsnip or, whatever it needs to be. Parsley, that's the word. Whatever I need to spice it up and make it taste good. Sans mushroom.
All right.
So where do you
Can
think
I
this
do a
Master
survival check to
Radagast guy is?
track
Do you
him
think
down,
he
I
could be on a
guess?
date, or where could he go?
He's hunting mushrooms. I guarantee it.
Really?
Is mushrooms something you need to hunt? Are they
Maybe
vicious in this
Radagast
world?
is. Usually by the time he's hunting them, it means he's already partaken of too many. And so he's crawling around on all fours, leaping like a frog on top of them.
That sounds wonderful.
Wait, so
I
the
hope-
mushrooms aren't for consumption?
Please don't eat any of his mushrooms.
I think he acts the way he does because he consumed them.
Is he consuming them, or
You eat them, and that's enough.
All right. Can we hunt him down?
Sure.
do we need to? Our carts and horses are right here. This is
Like
all we
to-
came for.
I would like to take 1 hour to rest and also eat. I'm hungry.
Just don't eat the stew.
I'm
Well,
eating
I
this
look
too.
around and can't find any tracks of him, so there's that. Casey, did
I'm
you
not
see
at
my
all
roll?
trying.
What?
Did you see my roll to see if I could track him?
No, I did not look at that.
It's low enough. I just don't know where he went. So I like
Awesome.
the
Did you
idea
roll
of
a
just
one?
meeting here. No.
Uh,
Wait,
so
We can sit here and wait for him to return. He obviously isn't going to be gone for very long,
No.
unless something happened to him in the forest.
A 3. Close enough.
But I would like to see if we can take an hour to rest
you can
and
if you
also
want
eat
to.
lunch.
So go
well-
ahead and for you, like dialing up the stew
Uh-huh.
and trying to make
Just
it.
Cook utensil check.
I'm gonna have you do a survival check. I think cooking would be in survival.
Well, I have cook utensils tools that I'm
No
using.
one's talking.
Am I making a tool
Hey,
check?
you're back. You all froze. Sorry.
Yeah, we could all hear
Oh,
each other
okay.
just fine.
You
Um,
couldn't hear me monologue.
Because I'm using my cook's utensils, could I make a utensil check? Which is actually worse than my survival check.
I guess if you want to do a utensils check, sure.
I want an excuse to do a utensils check.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, nothing
Eat-
can fix Radagast's stew. It's not good. 8.
Eat all of the mushrooms and go on a transcendental side quest in your mind.
So,
So
Advice of Willow Alex song.
so let's do it this way. So you were taste testing the stew while you were trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Do a constitution.
Oh boy.
Do a Constitution
Oh, boy.
saving throw.
Oh
Too
boy,
bad I'm
this is not
a
going to end well.
sorcerer. Oh, it's not too bad. 14?
you know you can choose to fail a check if you so desire.
All right, so
that is a
you
good point.
You
You-
as a
that is a good
player
point.
are the one I know who would love to do that. Every time.
so you taste test the stew, and you start to realize that you're like you're buzzed in the sense of the word. Like
Buzzed.
I realize it's a hallucinogen.
you realize that it would affect your mind, and you didn't get affected by it too much, but if you eat any further, you may.
Which is why I failed my cook
You would
check.
seriously
All right.
start tripping.
I get that. I like that. All right. So, this bad. Nobody can eat this, and I dump it out.
All right.
Question.
I'm gonna fill it with water and start making a new batch of like good stuff. I'm gonna look around and see what he's got, and I'm gonna make something good. Also,
How-
I'm gonna ask Corvus to help me out with some meat for the stew.
I
We have
happen to
plenty of warg. Still.
Yeah, we got some warg still. So I
Oh,
do
that
have a
add lots
question,
of
though.
salt.
We have troll.
Corvus, what were you saying?
So, Elwin, how does Master... where I'm from, we have a story about Goldilocks. How would Master Radagast feel about him preparing stew, him getting back, finding stew being spread all over the floor?
Depends on how in his right mind he is.
I will tell him it was bad and we made good food for him.
If he's in his right mind, he'll be angry. If he's not, you might find yourself in another dimension for a few days.
He may laugh.
If you're thinking about dimensional transportation here, you should probably go before he gets back.
We should meet him outside before he gets a chance to notice his stew is different.
I need him
Or
to
that.
write his name in my book.
Okay, well, pouring his stew out was not a good choice.
His stew is disgusting.
I mean, if you want someone from here,
When you're
In your
1,000
book.
years old, I don't know that taste even is relevant to life anymore.
Oh, he appreciates the taste of my food. I make new stew.
All right, go ahead and roll for the making of the new stew.
May I get advantage because of the help given to me by Corvus in his meat choices?
With my wonderful meat choices?
Mm-hmm.
of warg or warg.
Or troll.
Or troll.
I
I don't think we actually got. We didn't take any troll.
Yeah,
we
Willow
didn't.
wants it to
I
be worse.
We left it
decided
all there.
against that.
It's
All right.
yeah. I said that was gross. That they're too humanoid to make that like okay.
Troll meat is too stringy.
But may I?
Sure, we'll give you advantage.
We did roleplay the help action.
It's true.
Could I also help by using my brewer's tools to make a nice wine reduction to go with it?
Well, it's not like you. Can
I'll
get
let you
triple
roll for
advantage.
that as well.
21.
All right,
So that'll be a
for
straight
your
D20.
It tastes very good to you. Like with your help, you think it tastes fantastic.
I think I have discerning tastes.
He does have the chef feat.
I would like
Yeah,
no,
I
I
rolled an
don't.
18.
You
I don't-
succeed on your making a type of wine.
I don't yet. I'm considering it. Andy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had it already. My bad.
No, I have Fey touched.
Can I go outside and keep watch?
Sure. So I
Way
would
to be good.
I would say about 20 minutes into them preparing, they're starting to warm it up. They're starting to have some of it. It's really good. You're making extra because you know Radagast is going to show up. And
Or 11 on my perception.
I'm going
check.
to cast Minor Illusion on the poured out stew on the ground to be a mound of dirt.
okay.
Versus just cleaning it up.
Unfortunately, that is the last bit of warg meat I have, so I'm out of meat now.
And I just stole food from Radagast's kitchen.
Yep.
Brew.
So, Ed, you start to see him, like, he's coming, but he is coming very much left and right. Like, he has been eating mushrooms on the way back.
Oh, no.
Awesome. Radagast.
Oh, he make his wisdom check.
On insight at disadvantage when I ask him to record it in my.
Hey, Zephyrus, I need you. Get out here.
Yes, sir.
Is he running away from an
Oh,
alligator?
I need to change myself and make myself look less
Not blue.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine. All right. Hey, Master Rad, I'm going on a field trip, and I need your signature. Can you please sign his book?
Right here.
You.
Can I roll a deception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh gosh.
16.
What are we back in like?
That must
First
have been
grade.
like an 8.
We're back in like first grade when we need our parents' signatures to go on field trips now.
You have
Well,
the
the
same
thing is, I
deception
was
as me,
thinking of a
right? Plus
similar
8?
thing, but his is so much better.
So, yeah, he's like, "You're going on another one? Okay, fine." And
Now, does it count as having his permission if he writes it without knowing what he's writing for?
that would be an interesting question.
I'm asking the DM because this is
I-
kind of something that's an issue on the rules.
So I need your signature so that I can get a hold of you if I need your help for something. It's just so that I can send a letter home because we're going to another plane of existence, I think. I don't know. It's
Just
not
remember,
this place.
it come from me, so you hear Iroh voice, not his voice, but it's still from him.
I mean, it'll
It
add
doesn't
another
matter.
voice to my head.
How many do you
Essentially.
currently have?
Enough.
Lots.
Well,
What's
hopefully
one
this will be
more?
a voice. One more voice to be a voice in the dark.
So he's like, "All right, fine." But here, I'll sign this. But here, go put these mushrooms in the stew.
Will do. I'm gonna set them on the counter
I
next to
ladle
his
out
stew.
enough food for all of us
You are
before we
getting
put
his
them.
signature.
You
So he goes
get us.
over.
No,
and he-
before you put mushroom in, hold on. Before you put mushroom in, get us some stew, and then put it in, and then get him some stew.
Just get his signature, please.
Okay, here.
All right. So he doesn't fully remember what his signature is,
Oh no!
but he
I mean, if he writes it on there, it counts, right?
I would maybe we'll see. At this point,
Well, it says he has to write his name. Shoot, if he doesn't know his name, I guess that would be an issue.
so at this
Oh boy,
point, he tries to write what he thinks is his name, and he thinks he's doing it correctly, but it looks like chicken scratch at this point.
Try it.
Did he write on top of Davril's name, just like John Hancocking it all over the page?
No, but he wrote like instead of writing
Did he write over my name?
instead of writing it this way, he wrote it like this, like it's up and down the middle of the page.
I guess I haven't erased your name.
No, you didn't erase my name. My name is still in the book.
What?
So, yeah, he writes it up and down. You can kind of see Radha, but it kind of starts end up being Radhabagan. Like, it ends up being like a different name because of how,
Zoink he is.
how bad he is.
I guess I'm gonna try sending a message to him now.
And Ed, are you coming inside with mushrooms?
Yes.
Have you eaten any mushrooms today, sir?
So what he hears is, "Eat more mushrooms today."
Oh, no.
That is what he hears. So it still works, but right now it jumbles it slightly every time it kind of goes through.
Oh gosh.
So he's like, "I need to eat more mushrooms today." And that's...
So Ed, do you just put the mushrooms in, or do you tell us before you do so?
Oh, I'm hiding them in a cupboard. They're not going anywhere near that soup.
Okay.
I know better than throw them out.
Did he respond to my message?
Yeah, Yes.
Physically, not actually in your head.
So, in his mind, he ends up being like,
I'm not a
mushroom,
spoil sport.
mushroom. I need some mushrooms, and it goes on for however long. How long of a response does he?
25 words.
Yep. So you're gonna get that the entire way for the whole message back in your book.
Boy.
So it does work, but his current mindset is not an ability to be able to respond back correctly. And then, at that point, he's done. He's like, "All right, so is the stew ready?" And he looks over at Elwyn because he's starting to get kind of hungry.
The stew is very hearty
Hopefully
and
hungry,
very
not
ready.
angry.
I mean, more like munchy hungry.
Hopefully you did something
I
to make it
will.
seem that there's mushrooms in the stew.
Oh yes, I have prestidigitation. I can make it taste like there's mushrooms.
Okay,
This is not my first rodeo.
Oh, no.
so he gets his bowl. So what do you do to it, Elwyn?
I just make it taste like there's mushrooms.
Now,
Basically,
just
Just
adding
taste,
mushrooms.
not look.
oh no, the whole bowl just tastes of mushrooms.
Okay,
That's all he cares about.
so it just tastes of mushrooms, nothing else.
Correct.
Then you guys didn't actually add mushrooms to it,
No, he did not.
but you only
did them
made
away.
his bowl taste that way.
Yes.
Yes.
Ours
All right, so
tastes
I'm gonna
normal.
scoop out some and eat.
And
I
it
will as
tastes-
well.
It tastes great for everyone, and yeah, he tastes it, and he tastes just mushrooms, and he's like, and he feels satisfied, and after like half the bowl, he falls asleep.
Is this what he's always like?
Only on the first, second, and third Tuesday of every month. And sometimes on Fridays. And holidays.
At least he schedules it.
How long is he generally out for after this?
I don't know how many mushrooms he ate.
Well, how long
If you
before
had a
my
guess.
short rest finish?
If I had a guest, sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's more.
Go ahead and roll a.
D4.
No, let's do a D12.
Number
How
of
many
hours.
days?
No, I was thinking more hours on this one.
Oh, okay, fine. 10.
So yeah, he's pretty much out for 10 hours.
Cool.
Well, since we got the signature, is Daryl still here, by the way, or did he leave?
No, yeah, he's still here too.
What did
I
Daryl
offer him
think of
some
the
soup.
situation?
All right, thanks. That was very unique. I don't remember seeing him like that before. That's different, that's for sure.
Well, now that we got the signature, can we take our horses and cart and leave?
I don't see why not.
I'm gonna grab
And
my
when-
saddle out of the cart
Where are
and
we going
saddle up
next?
Gentleman Jack and kind of, brush his coat.
Would we be able to take all of this with us, Daryl, to the next wherever you're taking us?
That is kind of a lot. It might take 2 trips.
What about if we just took the horses
Wait, how long does it
and
take?
left the cart?
Yeah, we can leave cart.
Wait, where are we going?
Well, the next quest that I have for you is for you to find. Let's make sure I pull this up right.
This pot make me happy.
You're looking for the Sword of Peter. Actually, the Long Sword of Peter.
Yeah.
What realm is that in?
Would be in mine.
Well,
It's in Thomas's world.
we got Peter, Edmund, Lucy, Susan.
You don't know that.
I'm just.
So, Davriel, how many more jumps do you have in you?
I mean,
Uh,
you can make him do jump rope to see.
I mean, I could probably do 2 more for at least today.
If we were just to take the horses and leave the cart behind, would that be fine?
We could do that in one jump.
The reason I was asking is I wouldn't mind stopping by my home just to see how the butcher shop is going, but I understand if we've got more important things to do.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Would anyone else be opposed to stopping by my place of business for a little bit?
I mean, too bad you don't have any more of
Sure.
that warg meat. You could add that to your store.
Would I sell it as mystery meat?
Go
No,
ahead
you
and
could sell it as wolf meat.
I would say go ahead and roll a
Everything's a roll here.
what would be a good check for that?
I'm using the rest of the
Nature?
warg meat in this stew, so I don't really have any left over anyways.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any. It doesn't matter.
I would say because
That's why I said
you
too
don't
bad.
have any, let's not worry about it. But
So, I mean, I guess we could make a pit stop. I mean, that would allow us to sell some items at your town, I guess, to make our load lighter. I mean, it would be kind of weird hopping in somewhere on a bunch of horses.
Treating this guy like Uber and U-Haul combined. I like it.
yeah, that's one of our comments. It's been great.
We leave cart behind. He say we take horse, leave cart.
Yeah, taking the
Yes.
horses is okay.
Oh,
How many-
wait.
we have 3 horses.
We have 3 horses.
I'm going to
3
take the
horses.
2-person
Oh,
tent
yeah.
and
Anybody remember their names?
we got Gentleman Jack, Dark Chocolate Thunder, and
Whiskey?
Yes.
I think mine was the lame name. I think I have Whiskey.
wasn't it something
No,
whiskey?
I thought I had
Oh,
whiskey.
none of them are lame.
I thought I had whiskey.
Well, I mean, it would have been Chocolate Thunder, but we rolled its color and it was black, so we went with Dark Chocolate Thunder
Yeah.
instead of the
Whiskey
brown.
is never
coat.
lame, Willow says.
All right. So we're gonna do a pit stop in Corvus's world, and then head to Thomas's world.
Okay, I'm going to well, I'd never hitched up the cart to the horse, but I'm going to remove the 2-person tent. Thomas, please take a note of this and give it to you. I got a bunch
Okay.
of goblin short bows I'm going to give to you, unless you already took them. Scimitars, we also had. I put my bit and bridle and riding saddle on my horse, so I'll just remove those from the cart. And I am effectively deleting the cart at this point.
Yeah, I'm betting Radagast will probably use it for firewood because he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would use it on an animal.
Yeah, it's
Probably
fun
not.
chance.
It doesn't harm creatures.
Technically,
Yes.
he did roll around in like a sleigh
Yeah.
Oh, true.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're
And I
right.
don't have
I
my
forgot
horses.
about that little detail.
okay,
As
so
long as it doesn't harm the creatures.
I don't have my horse's name in here.
you got to go back and rewatch the episode where we got named.
Or we just rename them. We can have chat rename them.
I guess
I
we
need a
could.
customized name.
They're typed
Do I even
somewhere
have
in
them?
one of our messages.
They are typed
Mine-
somewhere.
Mine
I
is the
thought I
only
left in the
one.
messages. I couldn't find it.
Oh, I have it.
What if
I
it's
have
on
it
the
in my
D&D
notes.
group? I think.
That's why I
have it
looked.
in-
Trying to find.
I have it in my notes.
But also, all right.
Okay,
So,
Elwyn has whiskey. I have I'm sorry, it's Handsome Jack.
Oh, there it is.
And Thomas has Dark Chocolate Thunder.
Wait, what is mine? Mine is whiskey. I remember
It's
that.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I have dark chocolate thunder.
Mine is Handsome Jack. I keep getting that wrong.
So at this point,
Gentleman Jack is a whiskey, so there's that.
At this point, he makes the circle for teleportation, and
There
now-
it is.
now are you looking to go inside your shop or just outside your shop?
So knowing how far you can go off course, I would aim for my shop is on the outskirts of town, and I would try and be on the outskirts of the outskirts, kind of like in a little bit more of a clearing would be where I'd be aiming for.
On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha,
Yes.
probably south
East
of
of
Omaha.
Omaha.
I'm
Really?
guessing that's a song. I don't know what it is, but
Oh,
sure.
Okay.
turn the page.
All right. So he kind of takes your spot in the note. He's somewhat familiar with it, but not all that familiar with it.
Lands in shop with horses.
That it would be funny.
Where's the I forgot what spell it was where they had the random roll.
It's teleport. Teleport,
It's
I believe,
teleport.
right?
Just teleport? Okay.
Or there's the one that you go to another plane and then you can specify like your location, but what is that? Interplanal travel.
Yeah,
something.
it's teleport.
You can
Teleport.
specify your
You roll a
location, but you
D100.
might not be right. Did
Just
I get
roll a
my
D100.
short rest?
All right.
Yes.
I can do it if you want.
Did he say that
Yeah,
I
I'll
get my
let you
short
do
rest?
the D100.
46.
All right.
That does not sound good.
Did I complete my short rest?
You did complete your short rest, yes.
So it's
Yay.
somewhere very familiar. So
To
it's on
me-
target.
Okay.
I would actually go because he wasn't like crazy familiar with that specific location.
Oh, because he's the one teleporting.
Right.
So
I'm gonna go scene casually.
off target then.
No.
How far?
Doesn't say.
The wrong island.
It's the one below on target.
Yeah. So
Oh, it does. So off target, appear in a random distance away from the destination in a random direction. This you can roll all sorts of crazy things to make this as random as you want.
right. I'm gonna say
D6 for miles, D4 for direction.
all right. So it ended up being a little bit more off target than you thought. He tried to picture outside the shop, but he couldn't fully remember. So I'm gonna go with Willow on this one, and he ends up landing inside the shop with all of the horses, all piled in at the same time, inside the shop because he wasn't able to go outside the shop.
Thankfully, we're not
Whoa.
riding them.
Right. So Like-
Where are we?
Um,
it ends up appearing right in your shop, and you're like, oh.
Oh, what time of day is it, by the way? And
I'm gonna say it is. It's 7 p.m. at night.
okay, no one should be here.
okay, well,
Hopefully.
It's actually right after your like most busiest time.
oh, so are they still open then?
They are still open, yes.
How many people are inside right now?
Oh gosh.
How big is your place again?
Not super big. It's so I'll explain it. So it is a kind of clean. It's
Kind of clean.
Well, keep in mind, this
like
is
that.
1700s before sanitation was a thing.
Hmm.
Did
So,
they have guns at 7? Is that right?
That sounds about right to me.
so
Between 17 and 18.
yeah,
18 something.
yeah, I guess 1800. But even
Victorian.
then, sanitation I don't think was discovered until
Oh, you're
one
right.
of the world
1720
wars.
and 1750 is the range.
Be Victorian era. Oh wait, 1750.
Between 1720 and 1750.
That's
Loosely.
when pirates.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so there were 5 people in the shop, by the way.
Okay, well, the whole butcher shop is maybe 20 feet by 15 feet. The front room, and then you've got the back room, of course, with all the meat. And this is the era of ice, of like ice deliveries. So, of course, the back room has a whole bunch of ice keeping everything cold.
Hmm.
Because
So
You should
did
just
we
ask
go in
me.
the
I
front
make
room
ice.
or the back room
that's
where
up
all
to
the
the
meat
DM.
is?
But yeah, I mean, DM where, and then the. But yeah, I mean, did we go inside the front or the back?
I would say between both.
Okay.
So, like,
Some of us are in the back, some of us
I
are in the
would say
front.
2 horses appear in the back, 1 horse appears in the front,
Huh.
and then I would say Zephyrus and Thomas are in the front, and then the other 2 are in the back.
Well, then I would be on my horse in the front.
You were actually riding your horse?
I mounted it. At least I
That's
was
Isaac
trying to
not.
say that.
Chris.
I was standing next to it.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
been
I was
standing
standing
next to
next
it
to
as
mine.
well. I don't have a horse, but I wouldn't stand on it. But
Yeah.
yeah, the butcher shop is kind of neat. I mean, it's a wooden building, wooden structure. It's lit by by flame lantern. What, Ed?
All right, so Willow just left a Yelp review for your shop. Here's what he said: 1-star review. Went in for sausages. Ended up with a horse laid on and killed my wife. Would not
Would not
recommend.
recommend.
3 out of
Sausages were
10.
good, though.
Sausages were good though. 9 out of 10. Awesome.
If I were the DM, I would give you inspiration, Willow. Alex.
I definitely would give Willow inspiration. Yes.
Oh man, that's funny.
That was good.
Corvus, son.
Yes.
First
Corvus
thing
is in the
first.
back.
Oh, he's not
You and me
here.
up front. You and me are in the front. Would we teleport
you
in?
2 are in the front.
Corvus and Elwyn are in the back.
and
With 2 horses.
and
So whose horse?
Zephyrus.
Am I with my horse and they're with the other 2 horses?
I guess.
Because
Yeah.
2 are in the front, one's in the back. Or
Yeah, and here's
one
the
of them
thing.
in the back.
Zephyrus,
Uh-huh.
what color are you right now?
Well, the thing, I was just thinking about that. I cast Disguise Self before Radagast came back, or right when he came back, and then I took a 1-hour rest. So my Disguise Self would be wearing off about right now.
So yeah, at this point, you actually when you teleported, I'm gonna leave it right there at the spot.
Okay,
So
okay.
you teleport in being blue.
I wonder if this normal here.
And throw my cape over him so he can change real quick.
Sure.
Can I notice that he's blue? To see
Yes.
if I can throw that over him.
Yeah. Although he's up on the
perception
horse.
check.
I have
I'm
a
gonna-
draft horse. It's like 7 feet tall. I don't know that you can.
I'm
get
rolling
deep
perception
on
to see if
top
I
of it.
can notice that.
Okay.
It would be a 10.
You definitely were able to notice because his blue stands out.
My
And-
passive was 14, though.
What?
My passive perception is 14. So can I land in a way like the cape of my paladin armor just like flows over his head
Nope.
on accident?
For anyone
Nope.
new to the stream, I'm an air genasi, so my skin would be blue naturally. But as a warlock, I have a mask of many faces, and I often change the color.
So I'm gonna have you notice the people in the shop see that he's blue too, and become frightened. pretty
Don't
quickly.
worry. Don't worry. This is just a product of the teleportation. It will wear off soon.
But go ahead if you're trying to put the cape over him.
Of the teleportation, you say that to these people.
Yes, because when I see that, they're like, oh crap, why is this person blue? Like, don't worry, everything's fine. He's blue because of the teleportation
Right,
spell.
his
what is
Just
skin
that?
color
Exception to
his
that.
skin color is not normal, but us teleporting is perfectly normal.
no, that's also to be worried about. But we're here. But his
You
skin
could-
is because
you
of
could-
teleportation.
You could say I'm a little seasick, but no, you said we teleported.
That's what I was going to say, but
Well, I
it
did
works,
say
I
that.
guess.
I did say that.
Do
All
I
right.
see
I'm not
water
wearing-
from
I
where
am
I'm
wearing my
standing?
helmet so they would see red.
Do
So
we even
helmet
see
is
water
not
from
on.
where we're standing? Do we know we're on an island?
it's too far away from this spot specifically.
Okay, so we have no idea. We're just in front of a shop.
Correct. Well,
Can I
inside
ask-
of a shop.
Oh, we're inside on the
Yes,
horse.
we are inside.
Yeah.
Correct.
You're on
The
a horse.
Yelp review.
So, anyways, I don't remember my apprentice's name. So would Chant like to name him?
You don't have it in your notes at all?
You didn't name
You
it?
assume we're taking notes.
I did. Let me see if I have
You didn't write it in your backstory.
I did.
Oh, dude, my backstory and my notes and
Oh,
other are
Chat
like
says Steve. Chat
Steve
says
works.
Steve.
you don't know how many wise sayings I've got in here.
But at this point, all the people kind of see the shop, see everything that just happened, and they start legitimately like leaving the shop very quickly.
Sorry.
I don't know where you go. Handsome Jack is a very kind beast.
Hey,
You
Zephyrus.
seem to be scared of my horse.
They're not scared of your horse. Look at your hands.
So, I do not know if that is normal here.
You're blue right now.
I guess these people aren't. Maybe I should change.
I
And I'm
Exactly
gonna
my point.
I'm gonna go ahead and disguise myself
Alright.
a lighter skin tone.
Can I come in from the back?
Yeah, although when you come in from the back, Steve's like, "What? You're here?"
Back. Don't worry, just temporary. I just wanted to. I knew this was a good place to shop, and well, not necessarily this place, but then I also wanted to check on you, make sure you were okay. Last I recall, you lost a finger, and I also wanted to also see how everything was going before we head on our way.
So you
Corvus,
see
son.
that. Or go ahead.
Corvus-son, are you going to be rude? Introduce us.
I will.
So
Also, move your horse outside. It's kind of crowded in here.
Is my head like in the rafters of this place?
pretty close.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised your head probably isn't taken off.
I mean,
it's just
if
high.
you try to teleport into a structure, you'll appear next to it and take damage.
Yes. Yes, Willow, we did drop in to say hi.
Will gentlemen, handsome Jack fit through the doorway to get him out of here?
Yes. So the doorway itself would be 7 feet tall. The room would be closer to 8 feet tall, but there's no attic, so it's more of a sloped ceiling because that's what architecture was, type thing.
Oh, so if I'm in the middle of the room, I'm okay. But as I get close to the edge, I'm gonna have to duck down or just get off my horse and lead him out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
off the
just-
horse
okay,
and lead him would be better.
I'm gonna get
keep-
off my horse and lead him out while they talk.
Keep in mind,
Hey,
though.
Hey,
half
Corvus,
the-
where's my horse?
You
Okay.
wanted him back?
You were standing next to him when we teleported here.
You didn't know that he's in the back.
He.
I don't know where he is. That's why I'm asking.
I
Where
just
did he
figured
go?
it was fate. He teleported right on the butcher block. I just figured it was fate.
You didn't kill him, did you?
Wait, what is
Dark-
happening?
Role play, sir. Role play.
Riding horses are kind of pricey.
No, I did not. I did not chop him up. Although I was considering it. I've been hungry, and warg meat just doesn't satisfy you.
You've got other meat in the shop. You are a butcher. Do not kill my horse.
We just ate stew.
True.
Yes. When is
It
the
wasn't
last time
just
you
warg
had a juicy, well prepared steak.
When you made
It's
one
a
back
steak.
in, was it Hobbiton?
Yes, and that was warg.
What else did we eat?
Oh, there were some dogs that attacked us. They weren't
Oh yeah,
orcs.
we did eat some mastiff.
So at this point, Steve's going to come in and say, well, good to see you. He puts out his hand, and you see that 2 more fingers are missing. And so at this point, all he has is the thumb and index finger, and the other 3 fingers are gone.
That's not a very good butcher.
What finger does he have left on that hand?
These 2. Thumb and index is all he has left.
Did
Did
Blue
you-
Man Group go outside?
Yeah, I led my horse outside to tie it off on the thing that you tie horses off. I know there's a name for it, but I don't live in the 1700s.
Hitch?
I'm gonna wrap
in the back room.
his
Or did you come out too?
his reins around the post.
I'm trying to decide if I even want to be in this restaurant with a horse still. I think
The
I
horse,
will
the
leave.
horse is being led outside. The other 2
Yeah.
horses should still be back there with you.
He may or may not have pooped on the way out.
But anyways,
I only had my horse. I don't know what happened to other horses.
No,
all
yeah,
the
Casey
horses
said
are
the horses
fine.
teleported 2 in the back, 1 in the front.
Yeah.
And we just decided it was John's in the front.
I was
Mine
in
and yours
so
is in
we-
the back.
I do lead the horses outside. I tie them up on the stockade out front. I think that's what it's called.
So yeah,
Stockade,
you have
there
to
you
lead him
go.
out the back because there's not enough to go into the shop. You have to go out the butchering door, and then you can bring it back around.
Oh, Thomas,
Right.
your horse is still there. He's okay.
Oh, good.
Anyways,
I go over to Dark Chocolate Thunder and give him a little pat down.
I'm
Do we
walking
have-
outside with Blue Man Group.
Would you
now.
say that we own? I guess I didn't buy one, but I don't actually think there's one in D&D. Like a brush to brush the horses with,
that would have come with the kit?
bit and bridle set, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Thomas and
It
let
would
him
have been
brush
about
his
part
horse.
of the tackle. That's the word.
Well, I have my own, John.
yeah,
Oh,
you guys
okay.
each
Well,
got a tackle.
okay. Well, we'll clean
I
our
can tackle.
horses.
So yeah, Steve goes.
Why would I use a brush to clean my horse?
Because they like it. You can only do 1 foot of material at a time, if
5.
I'm not
I thought it was 5 foot.
1 meter. Okay, well, whatever.
No, I have to cast it repeatedly. Yes.
So yeah, 3 feet is about your limit.
1
yeah.
cubic foot. You're right.
So
It'll take
I
you
mean,
that's
just as
only-
long.
That's what.
And our
6
horses-
hours.
We're
No,
bonding
that's
with
like
our horses.
1 foot for every 6 seconds.
This
That's
is why I have
decently
expertise in
fast.
animal handling checks with my mount. I bond with him.
Do I have
Ah.
animal hand?
You don't.
I have +1.
All right, so Steve goes. Yeah, the business has been kind of good. Some people
I
say
think we
there's
might
been
have
some
just
extra
destroyed it,
flavoring.
though.
I don't know what they're talking about, but it seems to be slightly more bloody than normal. But it seems to be bringing in the customers, so it's good.
I'm
Just
raising
don't make it a
cannibals.
really
just-
want to know if he's
Just
fed
don't make
his
it a
fingers.
recurring thing.
I'm not there. Thomas and I are with our horses outside.
Yeah.
Anyways, Steve, allow me to introduce myself, and my companions.
Or are you outside
So
too?
this is they're outside, I guess, right now. But it's Owen, Zephyrus, and Thomas, and they're outside. I wanted, since they're outside, this is probably a good time. Have you so I wanted to ask you a couple of things. Has Anya have you seen Anya anywhere?
Why are you guys looking for women?
You're
Uh,
outside.
But you said you'd introduce him to me. I thought you came outside.
I will, but not yet.
Oh, okay.
no, I still haven't seen her. You still haven't found her?
No, but I've been away. And then, has there been any sightings of the Phantasm anywhere as well? The answer's no.
Hold on. I'm
The
rolling
answer's
for
no.
this one.
I'm
Nope, I have not seen anything. I have been being very good at being a butcher at this point. Or so he believes.
The evidence is on your hands.
Or not.
Not
or
on
lack
his
thereof.
hand?
Or lack thereof.
But anyways, then I would take Steve out to meet the rest of the group. I mentioned this to Steve, everyone. This is Owen, Thomas, and Zephyrus.
Kon Banwa. Oh, it's afternoon. 7 o'clock.
It's
7
Con-
p.m.
evening.
Kon Banwa, Steve, son.
Wait. Your name's Kon Bonwa?
No. That mean good evening.
Zephyrus. He's
What
Oriental.
language was that?
Oriental. Don't worry.
You traveled all the way to the Orient and back?
It's a long story.
It's a little further than that, actually.
Well, Kon Bonjuga to you too.
Good enough.
So, Steve, I was going to ask, do you happen to have any spare beef? I've been kind of thirsting
Spare
for
beef.
some. Yeah, the cravings.
All right. I'm gonna roll
Beef.
for it.
It's what's for dinner.
So go ahead and roll a D100 for me if you can.
I will remind you, Steve, son.
93.
You nurture the plant 1 year, you get 10 days of flowers.
Well, because we've been so popular, yeah, I've been able to buy more and sell more. So, yeah, there's probably, we got the shipment in. Hold on, it was. Six days ago? Yeah, 6 days ago. You like how I
Wow.
counted the 2 on the one hand?
So bad.
Uh,
Poor Steve.
but we've also had some good profits. So do you want some of the profits?
If only my share. I know you've been working a lot of overtime.
Okay.
Neither fortunes nor flowers last forever.
What's with you and flowers?
An inch of gold cannot buy you an inch of time.
The man must be wearing his sandals, use his toes to count.
That's true at this point. Although you might have lost a couple toes from dropping knives.
Womp womp.
So
This is why it's against the rules for nurses to wear Crocs. Needles will go right on in between the holes.
So he ends up giving you 70 gold as your share.
Holy crap. We're rich.
It's not about money. With virtue, you cannot be completely poor, and without it, you cannot be completely rich.
And
And then,
You need a timeout.
Steve, I also
Go
don't
in
mean,
your tea kettle.
Steve, and I don't mean to sound like a rush, but I really want to visit a couple stores and then get out of here before nightfall comes.
I'm trying to
Okay.
teach him to not stare at the
Nightfall.
prophets while his master's gone.
So.
What happens at nightfall? Is something bad gonna happen?
Oh no, nothing at all.
Bedtime. We go sleep.
Can I roll an
It's
insight on
bedtime,
that?
Yeah.
you can roll an
Can I
insight
roll an
on
insight
that.
on that?
Oh yeah. I totally believe him. I'm not gonna roll it.
I got a 10. Me and
Uh,
Owen 10s today.
he sounds kind of convincing, kind of not. You're unsure.
My
He might wanna
passive
roll-
insight is 14 though.
Yeah. He might want to roll a deception against your insight.
Ooh,
True.
sure, we'll do that.
You beat it
Corvus,
to
it sounds like you're being deceitful.
Anyways,
That's
I
what I rolled
rolled,
it
I
in.
rolled a 14.
Nice.
So yeah, Keith believes you at this point.
Okay, so it's just bedtime.
Yeah.
Are we all back
Shop's closed
together,
and all-
or are we still split into?
Yes, we're
Okay.
outside.
We're outside.
Don't waste your hour. The sun sets soon.
But anyways, Steve, definitely thank you for keep running the shop. I hope to be back as soon as possible. One last thing, Steve. So in case This could be weird. So would you be able to sign this book? I want to see how well you can write with
I'm going to erase Thomas's name.
Is he left-handed or right-handed?
He's right-handed, so
He is now.
He's got two fingers. All right, so I'm gonna magically erase Thomas's name now
Oh no. Oh no.
because I just don't want to creep in his head all day long. And
no.
and I'm going to hand the book over to him and say,
No matter where we are, I can use this to communicate with you. This sounds interesting, but it means I can talk to you from anywhere.
you can talk to me anywhere?
Hi. Hi.
That's not commonplace here.
You should have,
Virus.
before you erased
That-
it, you should have just
That
showed
sounds
him.
weird.
But it is important that Master speak to you while he away.
Like, is this some sort of a contract?
Yes, with your soul.
Don't tell him that.
It's safe, and if you ever want to be removed from it, there is a.
Do you want me to write my name in there again to show him it's really bad?
I'm going to send a
Do you need
message.
to
You
roll
can reply to this
deception
message.
check? 'Cause pretty
To
sure there's
unsubscribe,
not.
click below.
All right, go ahead and roll a deception check on for Steve.
For
I've
who?
been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
13.
All right.
You see, I have names in book already. This is Radagast Brown. He cannot sign his whole name. It's okay.
Isn't
he was-
Avril Lavigne still with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Deverell here. He put his name here. It's a he. It's a she. It's a he. That's it. This is
Deverell looks human,
Deverell.
right?
Yeah, does he
Uh,
look human?
Yeah, he looks human.
He's a human bard, more or less.
Yeah.
Who's rolling the deception?
I rolled a
So
13.
so at this point, he's like, okay, but yeah, if I lose another finger, it's gonna be hard for me to continue. I'm just saying.
I mean, you could always try the other hand.
That's what I've been using to cut for the other. I think.
Use some. Like, belt it onto your arm.
I might try that, but anyway.
If this scares you, you must understand. To first have principle, first must have courage. Take courage. Sign the name here.
All right, I'll try it. If it gets too bad, I'll just erase it later. It'll be fine. And so he writes his name. Although, because of the penmanship, it looks like a first grader wrote it. Like every line was squibbled, but it does end up being. He writes his name in there.
You must understand. This my book. You cannot actually erase your name from it. I have to. So, sorry.
But anyways, we've got to go stop by Mr. Winters.
I whisper to Zephyrus.
Oh.
We should make it work right now. See how it messes with his head.
Let's not. Also,
I wasn't telling it to you. I was whispering it to him.
I don't think he could hear you.
I can't.
Just to
That
make
sounds
sure.
like fun. Wait for us to walk outdoor and we watch him from outside and see his reaction.
Sounds good.
But anyways, do you mind if I pick up like 5 pounds of beef, by the way, Steve?
No, here, take 12.
Wonderful.
Yes, I like that idea, Willow.
Okay, meat man. Are we done?
We've got to sell some stuff, right?
I mean, it looks like your followers like to cut themselves as much as you do.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right,
Such a bird.
that comment deserves inspiration.
Oh,
that
you've been waiting for that one.
I'll give inspiration to Andy because I already have it.
Okay.
That's
so
funny.
You can't take it if you already have it.
I can give mine away.
Yeah,
give
you
the
have to
old
do
one
that
away.
before he says it, though.
No, I'll allow it for this one.
Okay, it was too good to waste.
It was too good.
Am I the only one without inspiration?
No, I used
Or did-
mine and totally
Oh, you
wasted
used
it against 3 monstrous trolls.
I was saying you should just let the sun rise, dude.
In Moria, the sun doesn't rise.
And you could make it rise daylight.
I don't have the
Well,
daylight
you're not a
spell.
cleric.
I have
No.
a regular light spell.
It's a 3rd level spell, which we
Alright,
didn't have at the time,
so
and
what are
I
the
don't learn
shops
it
you're looking
anyway.
to visit to?
So Mr. Winter's general store.
Ooh.
All right.
So,
Mr.
Eddie, you
Should I thunderstep there?
Is John still blue, by the way?
No,
he
no,
changed
no.
himself back.
He's now regular.
Well, hold
He
on.
did
As soon as we
transform
walk out the door, I'm going to
Wait.
write a message.
My real question is, did we cause enough of a ruckus to cause the constables to care?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to write a message to...
Andy, you will like this from Willow. Come back and give him a Captain Hook style meat cleaver arm.
I did think that was great.
All right. Oh, before we walk
No,
out,
give
can I
him
do
a hook,
something?
and then he doesn't have to worry about chopping off any more fingers.
Question, Casey.
He's got interchangeable. One's a meat hammer. One's a cleaver.
Inspector
A
Gadget.
meat
One's
tenderizer. I
just
like
a
it.
big
Inspector
fork.
Gadget.
Oh, Edward Scissorhands!
It would be Steven Scissorhands at this point.
Stephen. Casey,
Yes.
do ice cubes exist in this world?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I
Okay.
can make them.
Well,
But,
and there's
like-
giant blocks of ice. So like.
Right, so they
They
use that for drinking, though, not for
Wait.
preserving things.
They use
People
it.
buy ice.
Don't
Yes.
you do it. Don't.
ice only
Let's
lasts
find
an
someone
hour.
to buy ice.
We
Doesn't
buy
it,
lots
doesn't
of
it
ice.
disappear after a while?
Where's the nearest water? I need to freeze some water.
Wait, you can do that too?
Yes.
Wow.
all right.
Well, Owen, you
I
are
was
actually
gonna make
surrounded
some
on all
ice
sides
cubes.
by water.
I was going to make some ice cubes and invent it, but never mind, it already exists. Anyway, I'm going to step out the door.
We still need to go to a tavern just to do the underwater trick, Zephyrus.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. All right, well, I'm going to step out the door and tell Thomas to come over to me and look in the window, and then I'm going to grab my book and I'm going to write a message.
I'm gonna grab a large chunk of ice and carry it with us to the general store to see if he will buy my chunk of ice.
Okay.
I'm watching in the window to see how Steve
As big as I can carry, because I don't
to
know
hearing
that
a
I
message
can carry
in
a
a second.
5-foot chunk.
We're
of
doing
ice.
two things at once, Casey. What do you want us to do first?
Let's do what I didn't hear what you guys were gonna do, so let's do the ice real quick and then go back to yours.
Yeah.
So real quick on the ice, you run down to the docks, which ends up being about 300
I have a horse.
meters. Oh, you're on the horse. That works. You ride the horse down to the edge of the docks. You see water. You end up freezing the water.
I will first move it up into the air in front of me like a waterbender and freeze it.
Okay.
That's my trick. You always learn all
So-
my cantrips.
So you start to pull the water out into magic, and the rest of there's like 5 people that notice you start to do magic.
Oh my
and
gosh.
start to freak out. So the minute you start
And
to
the
like
constant's gone.
water bend upwards, you end up hearing ah, and like
What was that? You cut out.
you end up
I think-
having people scream
Oh.
because
It cut him out because he was too loud, I think.
that was too
I
loud.
know.
Probably.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear him scream.
I tried it. I did it, but it just didn't transfer.
Mm.
So yeah, you end up having like a commuckus or a
Commuckus.
commotion. A ruckus, commotion.
Commuckus.
commotion.
Wonderful.
I like it. Commuckus.
Oi, oi!
It's a new word. Can we give the DM inspiration for creating a new word?
Commuckus?
Commotion and ruckus combined.
Correct. That's
No,
how
we
it's-
don't want him to have an advantage on any of
you
his rolls
purposely
against
turn
us.
into Wilson every week.
Move back. You're too close to your camera.
Hey, I'll take
Andy, we're
the
talking to you.
inspiration from Willow.
So we're on Home Improvement here now, and it's all in the eyes.
All right, so everyone,
100%
so, like,
of my acting can be done with my brows.
I'm
Oh,
not
we're
gonna
just gonna
do
do
it.
it now?
I can't go that far.
I have to get really close to my camera. Oh my goodness. I don't know how you do it, Andy.
All right, so you end up screaming, and like
I can't.
some police or some guards end up starting to move towards you, Elwyn, and
Yeah.
yeah, you move the water and you can freeze it,
Yeah.
and then at that point when you froze it, someone ends up coming up and saying,
He can do that in 12 seconds.
Yeah.
"What?"
He can do that in 12 seconds. He can move it and freeze it.
All right, well in that case, then the guards are still just starting to come your way.
I don't see why anything would be wrong because all I did was freeze a block of water.
Which is perfectly normal in your world.
Correct. Well, that's not.
I've
even
heard of
normal in my
waterbenders do
world.
that before, so that's normal for me too.
That's absolutely normal. I've seen it happen.
Right?
I mean, it's not normal, but I know waterbenders exist, and I think it's more normal for me than it is anybody.
Anyways, I'm gonna start making my way back to the general store.
All right, so you grab
With
the
a
ice. And you
1
start...
meter sized block of ice,
I'll
that's
sit it
heavy.
in front of me on the horse.
Oh,
I'm not doing a full size, just big enough that I can manage.
Okay.
I did say that.
Yeah, right. So while you're riding back,
Wait, did you do this with salt water?
yes, he did.
Does it matter to them if it's salty or not?
It may,
Maybe.
It depends on what they do with it.
or who you
If they
sell
put it
to.
in their refrigerator or whatever, their icebox, if they put it in their icebox, it's going to leave salt chunks.
Can he
You'll
freeze
be
salt water?
You'll be long gone.
Salt water is very hard to
He
freeze.
can. It's magical. He can.
Oh, it's magic. Yeah. Magic trumps everything.
All right. So while you're starting to head back, the guard stops you, and we'll get to that later. We'll come back to that. That's where I'm going to pause it and go back to the other group.
All right. So what Thomas and I had decided to do is that we were going to test out my book and to see if we could kind of freak out the Steve.
Okay.
How many people are in the shop right now?
They all left when they saw the blue man and the
horses.
the slightly red
it's-
person and the horses.
It's just Steve right now.
It is just Steve.
It is just-
Wait, are you actually slightly red, Keith?
I am red. I have red skin.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I
and there's
did not
nothing
wear
we
my
can do
helmet.
about that. All right.
I was not wearing my helmet.
Did you put it on now?
You have
Oh, put it on
horns.
Okay.
About this
You're
big.
showing your horns to
That's
these
why they
people.
were terrified.
I'd be terrified too if I
Eric,
didn't know that you're a.
Have
You're
you seen what's that movie? What the what's that character?
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, have you seen Hellboy?
Yes.
no. So I'm
Good.
sorry, everybody. No.
That's fine.
So
that's what my horse is.
what I'm doing is I'm writing a message to Steve.
So at this point, he's actually gone back. He's actually grabbed a piece of meat that he still hasn't skinned yet, and is just starting to put it on the
Oh,
table.
no. I think I might know what happens here.
You better watch what you're doing. I'm always watching you. Ha ha ha.
Please no.
And
So
as soon as I finish, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and make the illusion of a ghost appear in front of him. Some shadowy creature I've conjured up.
So at this point, he's looking
I didn't want
down.
to freak him out. I just wanted to see if the spell you're sending spell worked.
I want to see if he's gonna react to this.
I'm
So
I'm
this-
just sitting here hiding, looking in the window, watching how he reacts to all of this.
Oh yeah,
I don't know anything
we're
about
just
the ghost part.
staring in the windows.
I
So
do
this-
not know anything about the ghost part.
So at this point, he's looking down at his fish. He's right about to start scaling it, and the minute he starts to going into it, that's when he hears the voice. And what was the saying again?
I said, I'm always watching you. Watch what you're doing because, shoot, it was so good. Something like that. Watch
You should've wrote it
what
down.
you do because we're always watching you. Ha ha ha. And then, I made a spectral image
Right.
appear in front of him with minor
So
illusion.
the minute he starts speaking, he's trying to slice this fish. He jumps back, looks at the fish, puts down the knife, and then puts down the knife, and
He has all 5 on the other hand.
yeah, so far, because that's the one that he holds the knife with. And
Right. Because he's...
So yeah, puts down the knife, and then he pokes the fish, and then that's when, like, the ghost appears, and he's like, the fish is haunted. And so he looks at the ghost. He's like, okay, I'll just sell you whole. Someone else can cut you.
All right, I'm going to write another message. Not the fish, you ninny. It's me.
So at that point, does
Your-
the minor illusion go away?
Your master. The minor illusion can last up to
It's not
a
concentration.
minute.
Okay, so the ghost appears. It's like,
Oh, it's not concentration.
okay, so he's like,
They can't move. It can't move. It's just
Right.
an image of one.
So at this point,
What is the image? What is the ghost's image of?
I don't know. Whatever an airbender would think a ghost would look like.
Nice.
A wisp of
Make it
air.
look-
Oh
make
yeah, a
it look-
spirit. I'm gonna make it
Okay.
look like a spirit being from the spiritual realm.
Ooh, the face thief.
I guess it would be like some sort of one of the scary magical creatures in the spirit world.
so
The faceless ones.
Oh no.
he sees it, and then he ends up yelling, "Corvus, help!" And he runs back into the back room, like shuts the cooler door, like inside the cooler room, and like runs away.
All right, another
terrified.
message. No, fool, this is Corvus. Take care of my shop while I'm gone. I'm trusting you.
We can
I'm
add.
gonna make the illusion go away.
Well, we can add impersonation to your list of crimes here committed here today. Okay.
At this point, he's like, wait.
I haven't had to do a performance or deception yet.
At this point, for this one, yeah, go ahead and do a deception for
There we go.
that one.
By the way, I'm like looking in the window as all of this is happening.
Corvus, did you actually hear him yell for you?
That's up to you. I was walking towards the general store.
I thought
up
he
to
went
you.
down to the general store. I thought Thomas and I were just here alone.
Okay, yeah, if that's
Elwyn's making water
right.
into ice, and Corvus is going to shop, and Thomas and I are picking on Steve.
So
What kind of rapper's name is Steve?
at this
Steve?
point, Steve doesn't come out of the butcher shop. He is legitimately terrified. He's still in the cooler, and he's
You
actually
don't know he has a sweet soul, Willow Alex.
he's actually curled up in a ball, and like he's not coming out for a while.
I will, like, me seeing this, like, he's not opening the door. I will
Leave
go
him.
to
Leave
the
him,
shop,
Thomas. Leave him, Thomas.
open the door.
Wait, Thomas, did you see the words I was writing? Were you watching me write
No,
it?
I was watching. I was like near the shop window, like looking in.
So nobody knows what I said to him but him and
Correct.
me.
You, yes. So I don't know what you said to this guy, but I just saw him freak out, drop the knife, look at this ghost image, and run into the back room.
Guys, this is the best Eldritch Invocation in the book. You have to buy Tasha's Cauldron. It's so awesome.
So I'm gonna go in there, open the cooler door,
It's locked.
find Steve. It's locked.
It's locked. He locked himself in. He was
I
terrified.
I try to open it, seeing I can't open. I will pound on the door. Steve, are you okay?
You hear nothing but whimper. And then you start to see actually a little bit of like fluid come under the door because he was terrified.
Oh no!
But you
Hey,
don't know
Steve.
what I said to him.
Steve, let me in. It's you met me. I'm gonna help you through this. Whatever happened, we can fix this. Just tell me what happened.
Ghost.
I should hex him while we're at it.
Ghost? What ghost?
Terrify.
There's no ghost here.
Death.
Steve, there's no ghost.
You would have seen the spirit that I cast, Thomas.
Well, whatever ghost was here is gone now. You're fine.
No, eat me.
It's not going to eat you, Steve. I'm not going to eat you either.
Remember,
I'm gonna walk in.
hope. In the darkest of times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength.
As you walk in and hear me hearing you talk, what did you do to him?
We talk about it later. It's fun. Let's go, Thomas, son.
I'm gonna put my arm around your shoulders. And we're just gonna walk out into the. At least I'm gonna try to pull you, but we're gonna walk out into the.
You're going to leave him in the
Cooler.
freezer?
The log
He'll
cooler.
be fine. He's been
the
through
virus-
worse.
The virus, he wet himself.
It's probably better that we don't see him right now, then he'd be more embarrassed.
Hopefully he didn't ruin the meat.
Oh, the meat on shelves? His pee on ground.
Yes, it is on shelves.
He mop it up. It's okay.
From
Wouldn't
frozen
meat back then be hanging?
A lot of
that
it would
too.
be hanging. Yes.
Oh, my intention had been to take the bag of holding with me to the store.
Okay, I would have given it to you then if you asked for it.
All right. So, are we going to you with the general store then?
Hopefully he doesn't use what he just did to make popsicles.
I just
I hope not.
I just want to know Alex or Willow Alex's comment because it was funny. It says, "I'm glad none of you ate the mushrooms now. If this is what happens when you're sober."
Yep, that is true.
You have a good point. Why does nobody else comment? This is gold.
So,
Yeah, I'm sure there are other people on here.
Yeah, there
There's
are
others.
You.
So, you head to the general store, and what do you do?
Well, before going inside, I discreetly look down the street and try and pull out a couple of the items that we wanted to sell
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception or sleight of hand?
No, perception.
8.
Okay, you start to hear some commotion of some people running away from like the dock area. While you're trying to head to the general store, which is like halfway between your store and the dock area.
How far away am I from Andy? Do I see him?
You'd be about. I mean, your store to the dock, I said, was what, 300 meters. So
Okay. Meters. Okay.
Right now, you'd probably be 100 meters away from Andy and Corvus.
Meters or feet?
Meters.
Okay.
Meters.
Hey, they are in England, so he's doing it right.
No, we're not in England.
Well, okay, I guess it's not
Yeah, we're in
the Caribbean.
we're
And
in
I
the
don't
Caribbean.
think that meters were invented in 1750.
Fine. Then I'll switch it over to feet. So
200 feet.
it was 100 meters, so it'd be 300 feet.
Yeah, 300 feet.
Sure.
I mean, give or take some, but I'm just letting it be.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chewbacca happens all the time. So yeah, you hear a commotion toward the dock, but you don't know what else.
They just ignored Chewbacca at this point.
But anyways, what I would like to try and do is actually I should have thought about this a little bit beforehand. Would the butcher shop have a cart?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'd like to borrow that,
Okay.
just for the time being, and then take out the items that we were intending to sell,
Okay.
and just like lay them out in the cart,
All right.
pulling them out of the bag of holding on like the backside of the butcher, where hopefully there's no one watching.
How did you get the bag of holding?
I asked Keith for it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
missed that.
This was addressed already.
Yeah. What item? Like, I'll just do it so I can just take them from the bag of holding when you sell them.
Sorry, I
Because
was
that's just gonna be way too much. That's just gonna be way too much work.
Yeah.
So-
So
I'll just leave them when you sell them.
La-ti-do.
every time, every single time.
so
don't
we were
even
looking to
forget.
sell all the mundane items in there, correct?
Yes. Or ones we can't use.
We are looking to exchange 4,000 silver for 40 platinum.
Or
if
yeah,
someone
that too.
if someone have 40 platinum, and we look to sell the mundane
Or
items.
maybe
What is it? Scimitars, goblin,
Goblins,
bows.
just small scimitars, which I don't
They-
even have in mind. I don't think
They
I
might
have
be
those.
rugged looking, like some barbarians had them at some
Do
point.
I have those?
but,
I don't have those. Someone else might. I think John has those.
I had them in the inventory. It was like something like 25 of them. I missed that episode, but it was a lot you guys got.
Right.
I thought it was like
It was in the cart and I deleted the cart, so I'm sorry. I mentioned it.
yeah, but I didn't write them in because there was
We'll
other
say
things going on.
25 is fine.
Which
yeah.
they're not worth very much, but
Yeah, they're like 2 gold or something.
2 gold for scimitars is actually kind of a lot per scimitar, but the bows aren't worth very much. They're worth a couple of silver or something.
So
I mean,
you
yeah, we
go
still have this
to-
4,000.
So you put all the items on the cart, and you're going into the general store. I
Can
would
Thomas
say
and I catch up at some point?
yes, but I would say
Did we see which direction he went?
you
Yeah, so
know
would-
you know he went that way, as far as you know.
I'm gonna go
I mean,
that
he did
way.
say he was. I mean, like, did you say you were going to go to the general store?
He did say that.
Yes.
On the way there, I'm going to recast Mask of Many Faces, disguise self, to keep myself this way for another hour.
All right, and then so you are. I would say you're able to make it into the general store, and do you know the person that's there?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk in, and the storekeep is like, Corvus, haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I was off for a little bit. Anyways, on my expedition, we had a little bit of a run-in with some scoundrels, you know the types, and we actually ended up taking a number of their arms as well as some other items. Would you be interested in
Be right back.
having some of these
Wait, you took their arms?
after beating them? Not that kind of arm.
Oh, okay.
I
Not
am
that
a
kind of
butcher,
beating
but-
either.
Everyone got it, but Andy for a few seconds.
I love it.
And- and their
we
legs, of
beat them
course.
and then took their arms, but left
Wait.
them alive.
No, just
Wait, are you selling any of that meat? How does it taste?
We don't have any meat, do we?
No, the meat of their arms.
Oh!
We are
no,
not cannibals.
I mean their sidearms, swords and some bows and such.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
Ah. All right, how do they look? Are they in...
They've seen better. The bows are in particular. I mean, just take a look at them. They've been used. They're not great looking, but I have no use for them.
So, do you have kids' bows?
Yeah, they're. I would say they're short for a short bow, but still effective. They certainly hurt.
Okay. All right, and these are some interesting blades. Like, I think I have some short people that could use these pretty well. So, what are you looking to get out of him?
I've known
100
you
gold for the lot.
for quite a while, Mr. Winters, and I certainly wouldn't want to take advantage of you. So I was figuring there were 25. Would you
100 gold
about
for the
30
lot.
gold for all of the weapons?
30 gold for all of them?
Well, they're 2 gold apiece. They've for the scimitar. I was figuring they're used, so half price.
Right.
And there are 25 scimitars. That would be 50 gold new, 25, and then 5 gold for the bows. That's where I was doing my math.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Hopefully, this is one of the better rolls of the night.
Can I use my inspiration?
Sure, if you want to.
Wow, you really want to waste your inspiration on this?
Hey, John used his early. And mine actually did something. It turned my 4 to a 17.
I used mine like 2
Oh.
episodes ago.
All right.
I didn't
so,
think
got
I have
it,
mine
like,
'cause I
4
give myself
episodes ago.
advantage whenever I want.
Yeah, that is true.
all right. So 17 total.
Yes.
All right.
I've got a modifier of 0.
All right. You know what? I think with a little bit of spit and shine, these I might be able to sell for a decent amount. You know what? I'm going to give you 35.
Splendid doing business with you. Also,
Wouldn't being an
do you-
arms dealer during this time be kind of a big deal
what?
in the 1700s?
Kind of. But I mean, they're also smaller than normal arms. Plus, this is the era of gunpowder.
I mean, I'm thinking
Loading.
of it
You're
more.
fine.
This is
Move on.
more like a pirate town. So,
Oh, right.
yeah.
We are a pirate.
And so at this point, you're starting to like move the items over, give it to him off the cart, yada yada yada. And
Was there anything else in the bag of holding that we wanted to sell?
I mean, I wouldn't mind selling Doth loot. I don't
no
have
magic,
a price
no
for
magic
that.
loot here would be worthwhile. So no magic loot.
I do have gemstones we could sell.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna pause you there because I'm gonna have Thomas and Corvus make a perception check. Or
Perception.
not Corvus. Thomas and Zephyrus. That's what I meant.
Oh,
21. I rolled a 17.
9.
All right. So Zephyrus, you don't see this, but Thomas, you do. You see that Ed is, or
Eating a cookie.
Elwyn is getting like stopped by what looks like a guard.
We would be leading our horses down too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We wouldn't leave them up there, so we're leading them, walking,
Right.
but you know. Okay.
Mhm.
But you see, Elwyn on his horse with a bag of ice, or a block of ice, and he's being stopped by a guard. And so now we'll go back to that interaction. So
It would be
hey,
interesting to note that it's not dripping and melting.
it will eventually.
It is frozen for an hour, I think. Just straight up frozen for an hour, and then it just melts all at once.
Does it really?
Yes,
Yes.
it does. It's
Awesome.
magical ice. It lasts until the spell ends, and then it just ends.
You're right.
Excuse me. What's causing the commotion here?
I don't know.
I nudged
went to
Zephyrus
grab
and point
some ice.
over to Elwyn, and we head that direction.
I
All
went
right.
to grab some ice to take to the general store. I thought it would be a good idea.
Hi, Thomas.
People
Son.
like
He gets
ice, right?
himself in trouble.
But
He always does.
did you just? How did you get that ice? It's 80 degrees out right now.
From the water. You want some?
You just Made ice?
So behind the block of ice where he can't see, I will. I guess this will take what? 24 seconds? I don't know. Math and me. I'm gonna take some of the ice off, whether that means melting a small chunk of it and refreezing it, and go to hand him like a fistful size of ice.
18 seconds, I think.
Go ahead and
Roll
Like-
sleight of hand.
yeah, I would say sleight of hand for sure.
When you melt,
8.
Whoa! What are you doing with your hands?
I'm getting you some ice. You look like you're hot and you want some ice.
How are you just making ice at this point?
man, he's gonna
With
think
my
you're a
hand.
witch.
You just watched me. I should probably
At this
check.
point,
I don't know what component.
Zephyros and I would go up behind him
Just somatic, so just my hands.
Um,
on either side. We'd be pulling our horses on either side of Elwyn.
That's really weird. That's normally not done. Are you?
It's safe. Look.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. But at this point, with disadvantage.
Does he have any sort of like emblem or something on him that
Dang.
would show he's like
The disadvantage would be
a
19.
town guard or something?
You wouldn't recognize it.
Guess that's.
Oh, you got a nat 20. I'm so sorry.
I still got 19. That's pretty high.
That's true. That's still high. Okay, hold on. He grabs it. He tries to eat the ice. It is crazy salty. Like, he tries to eat some of it, and he's just like, "Are you trying
Sorry.
to poison people?"
Every time Willow comments, it's gold. Constable,
Yeah.
lick my ice. It's fine.
I saw. So he spits out the ice. He's like, "That tastes awful."
It's cold though.
That is true, but why are you trying to poison the town?
With salty
not.
ice.
It'll keep your goods cold so that they stay fresh. Or if you're just really hot, you could stick it down your shirt. Try it.
You're actually trying to sell magical ice to him.
At this point, he puts the ice in his pocket as evidence, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna take you to the jail."
What?
Come here.
I didn't do anything. No, hold on. I'm gonna back up. I did not do anything wrong.
You just tried to poison me with your poison ice.
The water's salty. Of course, the ice is gonna be salty. Duh.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat the water there.
Would I know this?
Thomas-san.
Any normal person would.
Thomas-san.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm from a different
Yeah.
world.
I don't think you would know this.
If this gets bad enough, I can make a
How am I supposed
phantasm
to
in
know
his
you're not supposed to
mind.
eat the ice?
And he
Everybody
will
knows
run
that.
away.
You
Oh,
just put them
well,
to
You ever
sleep
tried
and
drinking
then
that
walk
water?
behind him and, like,
You
I
tell
can't
me
do
I
that.
can't drink that water.
Try it. See what happens.
I can
All
blow
right,
wind
let's go
on
get some
him.
water. I'm gonna grab a cup.
You probably cup it
Dismount
with
my
your
horse.
hands.
I mean, you ate the ice, Ed.
Constable, lick my ice. It's fine.
Can I do a sleight of hand to see if I can press to digitize my cup of salt water to taste like normal water?
Sure.
How'd you end
go
up
ahead
in the
and do it.
slammer?
Go ahead and do a sleight of hand.
I made salty ice.
24.
He does not see your hand do the thing.
Okay. So I will drink my water and it says, tastes fine to me. You try it.
Are you going to prestidigitate his tastes?
No,
All
I
right.
already
He already-
did it
he-
in cup. I'm giving him
He
the same cup.
prestidigitated the water.
Right, right.
All right, you taste it. Man, you just make ice bad. That water's fine.
He's made.
Right?
Oh my gosh. You've just made him drink magical drink twice, and nobody else in this world has ever drank anything magical. Twice.
So,
Watch him turn to a
what
frog.
did I do wrong? Why do you think I need to go to jail? Huh?
You're scaring the town.
By doing what?
I'm gonna walk up with Thomas at this point with our
You made-
giant.
Oh, I already said we were there with our horses.
Okay,
We're
well, I
just
mean,
not saying anything.
Oh, Constable.
Hold
Please.
on. Are you with
Please.
him?
Yes, nothing wrong here. It's just
I have never
leave
seen
the
these
man
people in my life.
alone.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Leave the man alone. Trust me. He's harmless. He puts people to sleep on accident.
With his
Wait.
boring stories.
What?
Yeah, that.
Iceman.
Right.
If
I've
you
been
want
called that
a
before.
true thing, go check on Steve. And he said he saw a ghost.
Oh,
We just came from over that way, so you might want to go check on him to make sure he's safe.
wait, did he cast a spell to do ghosts?
Who's he?
No,
you, Elwin.
He just saw a
I
ghost.
wasn't there.
He wasn't here. No, he was not even around. Just
But there are
Steve said he
reports
saw
of
a
him
ghost.
making water float and then making it freeze.
I think it's probably because of the heat. I've been seeing
It's
weird things
Like, are
all
you
day.
a witch?
It's sunset. It's
No.
dark out. Nobody see anything that they really actually saw.
I think
They
you're a
see
witch.
Witches
I mean,
can't be
we call him
males.
I
Everyone knows
assure
that.
you, sir, he is no
Can I
witch.
roll a deception check for that one.
I swear, sir, he is not a witch. He is a sorcerer.
Deception for Elwin. Persuasion for
21.
Zephyrus.
I'm better with deception. I should be more deceitful.
They're the same roll.
No, the
Oh, you're
proficiency.
proficient in deception.
I am.
Persuasion.
It's not so bad. 14.
All right, with both rolls combined, he's like, "All right, I'm going to let you go for now, but if you cause any more mischief or scare any
I'll
more
be
people,
with him. I'll be standing with
But-
him the whole time. I'll make sure he stays out of trouble, sir.
Before you go, sir, do you want to buy my block of ice for 1 gold? You know it's a steal.
A gold?
appreciate the follow, Slabawumba. I think that's your name.
I get knocked down, then I get up again. You ain't never gonna keep me down.
All right.
I know this.
I mean, we already did
Yeah,
do
if you
that.
cause any more trouble, we're going to put you on trial for being a witch.
I'll make sure myself. If he creates any more
Yes,
trouble,
yes,
I will
yes, that's
handcuff
fine.
him and bring him to you
You want
directly.
the ice. 1 gold.
Can I?
All it takes.
I do not want the ice because that tasted nasty.
So don't eat it. Put it down your pants again. That's all.
Go on an awareness course.
By the way,
Witches are only women,
Thomas,
right?
Thomas, is your helmet on right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
I don't remember
Yes,
that being role played.
Do they care that
I put it on after we left.
Do they
the,
care
the
that
thing.
Thomas is armed? Oh, you're right. Pirate Town. Never mind.
Right, they
I mean,
don't.
I'm
no.
carrying a staff.
Yeah, and my sword and shield are like my shield is on my back and my sword is.
Wait, I gotta
It's
say
not
this. My staff has bird wings at the top. It looks weird.
It
Okay.
does look weird. He's starting to eye you because you just noticed that staff.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
gonna
we are in
creep-
17th century, so I mean, I am a guy in a full plate armor as
I'm
well.
I'm gonna creep around the back of him,
Okay.
and then 30 feet away in front of him, but off to the side a little bit, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion of the scream of a woman. Help me!
All right. At this point, then, yeah, he starts. All right. Well, if you cause any more trouble, I'm coming after you. And he starts heading that way.
All right,
I
let's
just
go
look
this
at
way.
you like. As soon as he's out of earshot, I was like, he was gonna buy my ice.
No, he wasn't. He was going to put you in prison.
Yeah, he was
He
going to
couldn't
put you
put me
in jail.
prison.
I mean, even if he did, you could probably just escape anyway by some magical means.
That's right.
Unless he take your wand, staff, orb. I don't even know what you use to cast spells. What's your spellcast focus?
Oh, I use a wand.
He would take
But-
your wand from you.
I only need to use that when there's material components, right?
He might think your wand is a baton.
Well, I mean, it is a stick. Let's just go find Corvus and get
Shape water is
Davril
only
to
somatic.
take
I
us
just need the
somewhere
wand,
else,
correct?
so we don't all get put in prison.
So at
Wait,
this
shape
point,
water is not somatic? Only somatic. Well, yeah.
at this point, you
Because the
head back.
wand replaces the component pouch, which is only to hold material components. So unless there's material component, I don't need the wand.
Right. So you can just do that innately.
So
I
you guys
can't use shape water unless I have my book on me, so
At this point, you're heading toward the general
at this
store.
point. So
I'm still pretending like I don't know them because I'm annoyed that I lost the sale of my ice.
dude,
Alright.
we just saved
Sell
you.
it somewhere. Sell it somewhere else. There's plenty of people
So
in this
Thomas
town.
and Sapphirus head to the general store.
I
Ed,
don't know.
where are you going?
I'm going back to general store to sell my ice.
All right. So you
How
walk
far
in-
away is it?
Uh,
I was just gonna say I'll mount my horse and ride. It'll be faster.
Yeah,
but
it'll-
if
it's-
it's like 100 feet away, then no.
It's like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. It's nothing.
Okay,
So,
but it's the opposite direction of the way I made him run with the woman's scream.
yes,
Yes.
it is.
All right, we're gonna go up the road. He goes down the road.
Correct. You basically made someone scream by the docks. Is pretty much what you did.
Okay.
Can we make it Steve instead? Steve screams like a girl.
No.
No.
We picked on Steve too much tonight.
We picked
You
on Steve
have.
enough. Not too much, just enough.
No, a little bit too much.
I mean, you made the guy pee in a cooler full of meat.
Good night, Willow. I'm
That's
so glad you
neither
joined
here
us.
nor there.
Please join
Yeah.
us again in 2 weeks.
So at this point, you go into the general store.
2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Thursdays.
Right.
8 o'clock.
And you
What
you're
would be
trying to sell your ice.
really, really early in the night Friday for you.
Awesome.
Thank you,
so
sir.
You're trying to sell your ice, and Corvus, what do you think about someone selling ice? Being that you're the owner of a butcher shop.
Well, as an owner of a butcher shop, I would buy lots of ice.
You don't want this ice.
You're absolutely
It was
right.
choked
I
on
do
by
not.
water. That was
So-
a poor point to do.
Well, actually, if you put it in his ice cooler, after an hour it's going to melt and wash away the urine.
Was
So
it
it
the
could be a-
3 pieces? Is it a cooler?
it's I don't know, maybe.
So Elwyn, you walk in, you see the general store owner.
All right. I'm going to walk up to
And
his
Corvus
counter
is
and set
still
down my
selling stuff.
giant chunk of ice on his counter.
Selling some ice, eh? I don't think I've seen you before.
Nope.
How much is
You
the
won't.
ice?
We all walk.
How much you can pay me for it?
Corvus, what's the normal price of ice?
That would be
I'm
something
gonna-
you dictate,
I-
Andy.
Don't know.
I'm going to look around for some oats for our horses.
All right, I'm gonna say normally it is for a block that size. Like if it was a 3 feet by 3 feet, I would say that's worth a gold. What you have?
He said it was
there-
manageably sized, like 2x2,
Or like 1 by 1, maybe.
or
Right.
2.5, 1.5, or something. It had to be manageable, and a 2-foot chunk of ice would have been over 100 pounds.
Yeah, let's say
Yeah.
1.5 by 1.5. So it would be.
Probably good, like 70-pound lines.
So that's worth
I mean,
about.
it's a serious chunk.
It's about the quarter of the size of a normal block.
So, according
5 silver.
So, doing really bad estimates in my head based on the costs of ice in 1800s,
Oh gosh.
US dollars,
Well,
this chunk of ice
we
would
have gold.
probably be like $5.
What's a currency exchange?
So
I don't
If
know
a
how you
workman's
$5
wages
would be
is like a gold a day or something like that,
All right, in that case,
$5 back then would have been like, I don't know, 10 gold, 5 gold.
That
yeah, I'm
sounds
just gonna
good
go
to me.
straight dollars for gold. So we'll say that chunk that you have is worth 5 gold.
How many pounds? It said 25 cents per pound. That's a way easier. Sorry.
1.5 by 1.5 feet. By
Yeah.
1.5 feet
I
of
was saying
block
it was
ice,
like
it's
2.5
probably a good
feet.
70 pounds.
No, 3.5 feet would be too much for you to carry.
Yeah, you have a 1.5 by
2.5.
1.5 by 1.5. It's probably like 70 pounds ice.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. Sure. We'll go off the 75 cents per pound.
25.
Divided by 4. So it'd
Or-
be roughly 17 gold.
Okay. So sure, we'll go with 17 gold.
Just make it
So,
15 to make it easier.
all right. So your price is 17 gold.
Tell you what. Next time you give me 17 gold. This time just give me 15.
Make a persuasion.
Why? He's getting us paying less money.
With
I fail my
advantage.
persuasion.
With
With
advantage. Because you're asking for less.
11. Wow, that was a 1, then a 3. You can give me more gold, that's fine.
Because I don't know you, let's do 10.
Alright, fine.
All right, he gives you 10 for it.
Sounds good.
You twisted my arm. This was completely free.
He doesn't have to know that.
I mean,
I put a lot of effort to sell
who
some ice
else?
That was a
He's
lot
gonna
of
be
effort.
mad. He's gonna be mad when it melts in 20 minutes.
here. It hasn't been that long.
But we're gonna be 20 minutes out the door first.
So I think this
Probably
is
be
where
gone
I'm going to end it for tonight.
Uh,
before
Yeah,
we can kill everything.
you're all have met up at the general store.
Okay, I was gonna say, are we at least done at the general store? Are we like leaving it?
I assume so.
No, we still have to sell other stuff.
We've got
I'm
gems
buying
to sell still, right?
oats.
Gemstones to sell, unless you want to do that now.
Can we do that now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now.
How many gems are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's
Each
the total
varying in
cost?
price. They each vary in price though. 2 of them are 10.
Just
One
give me
is
a,
5.
Just give me a total for them all, what they're supposed to be.
910 gold.
He does not have that much.
Wait, no, 970 gold. Sorry.
He does not have that much.
So what are the two 10, 10, 5, and then we've got 5 2
10?
gems worth.
We have 2 gems worth 10 gold, 1 gem worth 50 gold, a gem worth 400, and a gem worth 500.
Can we get the
50?
3 cheap ones, the 10, 10, and 5 sold?
So 70 gold.
Yeah, I can buy those.
That's 25, I believe. Isn't
No.
that 25?
Is any of this party funds that we're like splitting?
Yes,
Oh
it's
yeah,
all
this
party
is all
fun.
going to be. Yeah, this is all.
Okay, so let me know how much I can add at the end of the day.
Do I still owe Corvus money?
Yes,
Corvus,
Yes, you do.
you're in charge of money.
you do.
Thomas paid him something from my last thing, right?
Some, yeah.
I don't
I don't-
remember.
I
don't
think you
remember
gave
how
him the
much it was.
mithril.
Yeah, I have all the mithril too. I have the mithril and
Yeah,
gun.
well, but didn't I say that the mithril I got while y'all were unconscious was going to go toward my
Yes, you did.
Corvus
Yes.
money fund,
Yes, but we haven't
which
sold it
should
yet.
be enough to completely pay him off in like probably 10 times over when he sells it.
Probably.
I mean, they're only worth 50 gold combined.
Oh, that's true. But here we might be able to get double or triple that.
Well, 7B, then you can.
Okay, well, this
We'll
guy doesn't
split
have
the
enough money
70.
for gems, so let's not worry about the mithril.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, how much are you trying to sell him?
A
So they're
turquoise,
10, 10,
a
and 5.
moonstone, and an agate.
So, typically worth 25.
No, 10, 10, and 50.
Oh, 10, 10, and 50.
Yes.
So normally it'd be
So
70.
70 total.
So that's the retail value of it, though, right?
Yes.
So,
So we'll take 45 for these gemstones here, and I place them on the table from the bag.
roll a persuasion.
Where is my persuasion? There it is.
Wait, and then the guy's like, "Wait, do you know these guys?" And he points to
15.
you, Corvus.
I'm deciding how I want to respond.
I rolled a 15.
Yes, they're some like traveling companions.
All right. All right. In that case, I'll give you a 50 for him.
I'll take it.
So you get 50
Hopefully
gold.
these gems bring you good fortune.
All right, and then deduct the 3 gems.
I will. Doing the gold first.
I'm
15.
keeping track of the gold, and we'll just split it later on.
Okay.
Okay, that works.
Don't worry about it.
So, at that point, is that everything you wanted to sell at this point?
Yes.
I think so.
All right. Well, this is where I'm going to end it for tonight. That was actually a lot of fun. The comments made that awesome. So,
Yeah, it did.
Willow, thanks for the comments. Thanks for the follow as well. Wumba. And, yeah, we stream typically every other Thursday on Thursday night. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye.
And if you're watching this on Twitch, please give a follow. Or if you're watching on YouTube, please give a subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.